Congratulations, Zooble! Guess you still get to leave your mark in the world. Oh, isn't that fun?
Jax.
I guess you still get to hang out with Mommy after all.
So, with the ending of The Amazing Digital Circus, I had a lot of thoughts. Like, damn, I did not expect this as the last episode of the series. Some things just didn't click with me. Kinga revealing their brain scans like it's nothing, unanswered questions like what's up with CNN, not seeing more of Scratch, or what the hell is up with the blue AI. Like, seriously, I'm glad King got his hollow purple Gojo moment, but I wanted more.
Ping pong, yippee-tappy-doo-dah.
Despite all of that though, I thought it was relatively okay actually. Expectations were maybe too high, but after watching it a second time, I ended up liking it quite a bit more. 6 out of 10 ending? Let's be real here. Anyways, another thought I had with all the hype around the finale finally coming out was how I would look trapped inside the digital circus myself, and how my friends would look if they were stuck in there with me. I've always liked the concept of characters being thrown into a completely different world and getting a new design that reflects their personality or the life they had before. Reminds me of a certain different show. Can't quite put my finger on it. Whatever. So I decided to draw me and one of my friends as amazing digital circus characters. First, I started thinking of a design for myself. Not because I'm a narcissist, I just wanted to do myself first. I was looking for inspiration and references, trying to figure out what toy or object I could really represent. My first idea was some kind of mask, because if you couldn't tell already, I really like masks. But being a Gengar clone sounded kinda boring. My second idea was a toy robot, because I also love those, but that didn't really click with me either. Then I thought about making myself some sort of shadow, kinda like Dr. Facilier's shadow from Princess and the Frog. Yes, let me be the edgelord who gets to be the shadow, please. But a shadow by itself felt a bit too simple. After thinking about it for a while, I landed on old vintage film cameras. The idea is that the camera is constantly projecting the shadow version of myself. The second that idea popped into my head, I knew that was it. So I started researching old cameras and sketching different ideas. At first I imagined the camera being some kind of steampunk drone or robot, but eventually I realized that just using a normal vintage film camera with a tripod looked way better. The camera would be its own entity, walking around on its tripod like it has 3 little legs. The projection itself was inspired by my Sona, mixed with shadow-like characters. And here's the finished product. I also thought that it would be cool if it was always shown in black and white, with a bit of a film grain. Kinda like Spider-Noir from Spider-Verse. Personality-wise, I imagine him acting pretty much like me, just a bit more edgy and mysterious. Secondly, my friend Raptor. This guy is the guy.
What's up?
Fucking love this guy. When I started thinking about his design, I knew I had to include dinosaurs just because of his name alone. I found a ton of cool dinosaur toys for inspiration, but I knew just making him a dinosaur toy wouldn't be enough. I also draw Raptor in my videos as a knight, so giving him knight armor was something I wanted to include. On top of that, he did boxing for a long time, so making him some sort of fighter felt perfect. Combining all 3 themes was actually pretty challenging, but in a fun way. Mixing the dinosaur and knight aesthetics together ended up being my favorite part. The dinosaur-shaped armor was an idea I loved. The toy he's supposed to represent is one of those old boxing toys that come in pairs, where you and your friend can punch each other until one of them falls over. And here he is. I actually really like how he turned out. The dinosaur helmet and his stretchy arms that can cartoonishly extend for punches make him look pretty goofy, but I think he can still be pretty intimidating. He's much bigger than the other characters, he's covered in armor, and you only get a small glimpse of one glowing eye. His personality is pretty hot-headed, but if you're one of his friends, he's actually a really chill guy. This was super fun to make. I hope you enjoyed seeing my thought process and how these turned out. If you'd like to see me cook up more amazing Digital Circus OCs or maybe characters for a different series, Let me know in the comments. I guess that's it. Bye bye!